You gotta learn the difference between guns and butter. There are two types of niggas in this world. There are niggas with guns and niggas with butter.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special crypto update. Disclaimer: the certified crypto asset professionals are not financial advisors, and the information presented within this presentation is not financial advice. We serve the needs of our clients as qualified educators of an evolutionary technology.
Hello everyone, I'm JB. Welcome to this crypto update brought to you by the Certified Crypto Pros. If you're new to Bitcoin and blockchain and all this stuff is still trying to figure your way out, do me a favor and click on this box right here, and it will redirect you to a place where you can get your fundamental awareness, get your background knowledge on Bitcoin and blockchain, so that you can pick up with us a little bit easier today, because we're going to jump right into some current events about what's going on in the market. Okay, we want to talk about our motto again, just to reiterate that we are educators, okay? We're not brokers, we're not financial advisors, we're not middlemen, and we think that this keeps in line with the Bitcoin vision. Remember, what makes Bitcoin special is that you have the power to control and secure your own money. You don't have to trust anyone with your own money. So if we said, hey, give us your Bitcoin, we're going to hold it for you, we're going to trade it for you, we're going to do this and this for you, and you just give us a little bit and you pay us for that, then we would be fundamentally clashing with the Bitcoin vision. And then at the same time, we don't want no problems with the SEC. So like I say, again, we are educators. As you see right now, we are in a regulation phase in Bitcoin where the SEC is protecting investors. That's their duty, stated duty, is to protect investors. So there's a lot of things that's been going on. If you just Google crypto SEC, I spell crypto wrong, but if you just Google this, you'll see crackdown of crypto. The SEC is going after folks. The SEC cyber chief and SEC going after crypto projects. See, we got into this. We've been educating clients for over a year now, and when we got into it, this was much of the wild, wild west. And with every new technology comes a learning curve, and that's where we wanted to be of assistance to people. We wanted to help people learn how to do this, to protect them from losing their money, protect them from certain scams, because like I said, last year, a lot of people was kind of showing off last year. They was, I got this crypto Twitter, a lot of people were showing their butts last year. ICOs and decentralized exchanges, SEC like mama right here, she's not having it. This year, 2018, is a little bit different. A little joke from crypto Twitter. But yeah, so this year, the phase of this year has been regulation. And everybody is wondering, why has the price of Bitcoin been down? And in order to understand the regulation, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture. And this chart right here shows the adoption of technology in the United States, right? And look at where Bitcoin is right there at the end. Look at where we are. That's just a blip. We are just getting started. So, from many aspects, in order for this adoption to take off, it needs a little bit of regulation. As the stated purpose of the SEC, and we want to be friends with the SEC. They want to make it available for other people to get into. They want to ensure that it's safe for investors to get into. So the regulation phase is a good thing for Bitcoin, because it's helping to bring it to adoption, to mass adoption. Now, as the custody solutions like we said earlier, it kind of fundamentally goes against the vision of Bitcoin. But as an investor, as somebody taking our emotions out of this process, we like seeing. We don't like the current prices, but we like the regulation, meaning that Bitcoin is losing. It's not being seen as a scam. You know, it's legitimately an asset class right now, and we're seeing that going on. We're seeing that developing, and it's really exciting times. It's just that the price is down, right? So let's look at the price. We're talking about the price. I've been blabbering about Bitcoin since about June of last year. And you can see right here the price was about $2,500. That's when I started my blabbering. And if you had got in around that time, you would have been this thing with investing. They talk about buy low and sell high. You would have bought in at a pretty good time, right? So after that, Bitcoin exploded. This is last year, about December, went up to 20,000. All right, and like I said, this everybody has a learning curve with Bitcoin. My learning curve is I was greedy at this point. I had never my portfolio was big, and I got greedy, and I should have took some profits, and I didn't take a lot of profits, and I ended up losing a value to my portfolio because I had got greedy. I was like, oh man, it's gonna keep going up. It's gonna keep going up. And at the same time, this is how the market psychology, this is how the media plays on us. A lot of people started coming to the service, learning about Bitcoin when it was at its highs because it was in the news, it was in the media, everybody was talking about it, and a lot of people, wanted to know about it, and sadly they got in at this time. But if they had talked with me, and like I told all my clients, you have to look at this as long term. You have to look at this for a long term investment. So even if you bought in when it was at its highest and you understood that you was gonna look to be a long term investment, it's okay if it went down because as we'll see later, Bitcoin has a history of doing this. And you only lose when you sell. So as long as you had a vision that you was gonna keep this for a long term investment, even though it went down, that's okay. And then there was some other people that was like, well, I don't want to get in right now. And they kind of know you're supposed to buy low and sell high. They said, I'm gonna wait till they come back down to 10,000, or I'm gonna wait till they come back down to 5,000, or I'm gonna wait till they come back down to 3,000. And right now, we see the current Bitcoin price is about $3,500. That's the price right now. And amazingly, a lot of people are scared to get in. Now nobody is talking about Bitcoin. It's not in the news. You don't hear nobody is bragging about it. I feel like I'm the only person blabbering about it a lot of times. But this is essentially like a 90% sale on the greatest asset in the last 10 years, and nobody is talking about it. Now, at the same time, a few weeks ago, we had Black Friday, and it was not even 90, it was 50% off a lot of stuff. And we had stampedes of crowds breaking in everywhere to get this stuff. And Bitcoin down 90%, and we're not hardly talking about it, but that has a lot to do with market psychology. All right, so let's take a little brief look at market psychology before we go. And we're looking at right now like everything has been down with Bitcoin. We've seen a big rise last year. But look at these emotions right here. That's when there's things in the bear market. Anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression. So this is why it's hard. This is why it can be hard to buy low and sell high. Because the emotions from Wall Street, from all the big players and all the media, is making you feel like, oh, this is such a terrible thing. Everything is bad. It's all going down to zero. But see, you have to fight against that human nature. You have to fight against that. Do your due diligence. Study this stuff. Get with us. Let's talk about it. We believe in it. We've seen it before. And continue to look at this as a long-term investment for what it wants to do. All right? And then the best part about it all, is that Bitcoin has a history of doing this. This is not the first time that it's lost 90% from its all-time high value. We see repeatedly that Bitcoin has had huge dips. You have a huge dip of 2011, but then guess what? Boom, go back up. Huge dip, boom, go back up. Another huge dips, boom, go back up. And this is confirmation of the parabolic movement and the S curve that's saying now that more and more people are starting to understand Bitcoin and understand that we have a finite currency supply and understanding the laws of supply and demand. We expect this thing to keep getting greater. You know? So, I'm done blabbering. Thank you for listening. This has been another crypto update, our first of this sort, but we love to talk about crypto. As you see, we believe in it. We've seen it do marvelous things already. We track it. We track a lot of fundamental analysis. Not too big on technical analysis. If anybody tell you they know what Bitcoin going to do, be very suspicious. No one knows what it's going to do. It has every risk with markets. You know, it very well could go to zero. Who knows? And you have to get into it with that type of understanding. But we believe it's going to do some great things. It's already doing great things. And if you want to reach out to us, please go to our website. Check us out, CertifiedCryptoPros.com. We will get you educated, get you in the know. Thank you for tuning in. This has been JB, another certified crypto professional. Peace.
Now what are the guns? The guns, that's the real estate. The stocks and bonds. Artwork, shit that appreciates with value. What's the butter? Cars, clothes, jewelry, all that other bullshit that don't mean shit after you buy it. That's what it's all about. Guns and butter, baby. You little dumb motherfucker.